Bruh, I don't even know how to feel right now. I don't know if I should feel angry. I don't know if I should feel sad. I don't know what to fucking do. Everything that I really worked for, I'm telling you, everything that I worked for, a whole year of planning is crumbled, down in shambles. Okay? I'm being told that I'm being denied my leave because I'm going to Nigeria. My wedding is going to be in Nigeria, and they consider it as a threat. But mind you, my wedding is in Lagos, Nigeria, a tourist area, and it's still being denied. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel. I don't know how I'm supposed to act. I don't even know what to fucking do. Everything I worked for. Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamed about my wedding day. And now I'm not going to be able to attend my own wedding.
So obviously, this soldier, she's brand new in the army, and she thought once she gets to her duty station, she should be able, and she puts her leave in, it should get approved, and she should like go home to get married. But as we all can see, that's not how it turned out, right? Most likely the drill sergeants in AIT most likely told her, oh yeah, once you get your unit, you put in your leave, you should be able to, it should get approved and you should go home and get married. Now here's the thing y'all should keep in mind, brand new soldiers. Your drill sergeants are not from the duty station that you're going. They might been there maybe a few years back, they might be, but just keep in mind that things always change, right? The the base policy might change. Uh, Different leaderships have different rules, right? Always keep that in mind. Not everything they say is the accurate, it's not the right answer. Like I said, they most told her, yeah, put in your leave in and get approved, then you go get married. But as we can see, that's not the case, right? Do not always believe, do not always think that every information your doctors give you about the base that you're going to in the AIT it's accurate. You'll be disappointed. Like I'm pretty sure she's mad, right? Now, so I was reading the comments, right? And there are some few people who told her, I was like, okay, next time you going this place, do not put the right place that you're going to. That's the wrong answer. Excuse me. That's not the right answer. Obviously her leave got denied because of the risk back home. Right? Like you and I, we're not from the States. Let's say we grew up in our country. We know how the country is. We know how things are back home. But don't know that. Your leadership, they don't know that, right? Because they're not viewing the, let's say, the city that you're going to, right? They're looking at it as a whole country. Okay, how high the risks are. That's how they're looking at it. They're not looking at just the city that you're going to. They're looking at the country, your entire country, right? So obviously they're not looking at Lagos. No, they're looking at Nigeria because there are things that are going on right there, right? And how we know the country is different, how they show in the news or how they learn about the country. They're not from there. But is it fair? No, but that's just the truth, right? I feel like this situation could be avoided. I get it. She's brand new. Has she talked to somebody, right? Has she talked to somebody? Say it could have been avoided. There's so many things. I don't want to go into detail into that. So that's what I'm saying. If you're going somewhere, and I'm pretty sure the place that you're going to, somebody in your unit or in a different unit been there. Like always ask the questions, you know. And before you put in leave in, okay, I want to talk about this. If I'm going back home, I'm talking about Togo, West Africa. If I'm going there on leave, if I'm taking leave to go there, the process is entirely different than me going back to the States, right? Like for instance, me going back to North Carolina, Washington D.C. is different than me going back to Africa, right? Togo, because once again, your leadership do not know how the country is. They're looking at as a whole country, how high the risks are, right? So if you're going back to the States, you just put in the address that you're going to, how many days gonna be there for, the address, done deal. Like, you know, you get approved, you get approved. But me going versus me going to Togo, that's a whole different process, because we all know we are soldiers 24/7, like in and out, in or out of uniform. We're soldiers. So you got to think about, they're thinking safety reason, right? So you're going back home, you traveling out of the country, not you traveling out of the country. I always recommend, if you're going out, if you know that you're going to go out of the country, talk to your platoon sergeant first. Hey, sorry, I'm trying to go here and this and that, but I'm traveling the country. What do I need? That's where you go to your you get all the info, because there's some you have to some courses, there's some, it's a whole process. So I always recommend doing, like, starting at least 2 months ahead. Like, no joke, because sometimes these situations happen. This situation, the BC, it's up to the BC battalion level. It's up to the BC to say, I'm looking at this country, the risk are high. Yeah, no. And they have that right. They have that authority to say yes or no, like approve or disapprove. So I always ask, there's nothing wrong with you asking. Now her situation, I don't know if they solve her situation or not. I don't know if whether her leads approve or not, but I always ask questions, or I always ask questions. And oh yeah, I also want to bring out, like I said, about the comment telling her to basically lie about where she's going. Never do that. That's so wrong answer. Never do that. That's, if you get caught, that's UCMJ. That's Article 15. Your rank can get taken away. You can lose your money. You know, you don't want to do that. You don't want to get in trouble for something that can be solved, right? That's always, make sure you do the right thing when nobody's looking, because it's so easy to get in trouble and it's so hard to get out of it. So just go through the process. The process is long, it's hideous, it's hard. Still do it, because once again, safety reason. Let's say I said going to the States, but I'm actually going to Togo, right? And God forbid something happened. First of all, I lied to my leadership, right? That's you in trouble big time. You don't wanna, something happened, but your leadership are tracking, oh, like, oh yeah, she's in the state in North Carolina, this and blah blah. You know you're not supposed to be. So always make sure you're doing the right thing, okay? But for her situation, yeah, it sucks. I know she said she got everything planned out, but I hope they will get out. Once again, they're not looking just at this where the city you're going. They're looking at the whole country. They're looking at the country, the risk of the country, right? But yeah, make sure you do the right thing and always ask questions. And also, um, I did not agree. I know she was mad, angry, upset, disappointed, but coming when you're in uniform, you gotta be careful on what you say here or what you post. Right? It's not right for her to come on social media and just blast her entire leadership. That's not the right way to go about it. Like, don't do that. I know you mad and upset, but go talk to them so you guys can work something out, right? Don't come on social media and just put everybody on blast. You can get in trouble for that, right? Online misconduct. But anyway, yeah, this the yeah the point of this video is just make sure you always do the right thing, and yeah, that's all I gotta say, right? Yeah, bye.